Listen,
I don't want
We are
that.
you know
live.
how the Great Flood happened, didn't you?
We are live
Oh,
now.
hi guys. Do you know how the Great Flood happened, everybody? Morbius said it's Morbin time back in the day, and
Wait,
And
is it,
made
And
and
then
made
he
God
wait, did
what?
he actually
What?
say that in the movie?
and then he
Yes, he
no, no,
does.
morbed.
made all the other.
No, it's an
No,
edit.
listen,
I've never,
God had nothing to do with it.
I've
No,
never
God
seen the
had nothing to do
movie.
with it. It's just Morbin. It's just Morbo saying it's Morbin time,
I
and
gotta
all the
send this
ladies
to
were like,
everybody I know right fucking
Did he
now.
It's
movie?
a
I never saw
it's
the
hold
an
movie.
on, what's the line?
edit.
Okay.
You're wrong,
Yeah,
Cole.
it's
It is
just a
in the movie. I don't know why you would lie.
I see it. Soul, show it on the screen. Or wait, do you actually have like the artist? That way we can shout him.
Well,
It's on the
is the
corner of
artist's
the.
name right?
It's on the
Is it right not
corner.
there? Is it
His
this?
signature is on the
It just
corner.
says disc, but like you have their social media or something.
I just found it up.
Because
I can try looking for it.
oh, okay. Because I wanted to share someone's art and not, show it off, show off their work. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see if I can't grab me something to eat. I am starving. I burned through too much energy today.
He was
Yeah.
sleepy, now he's hungry.
Hmm.
Ah, open up their page and it's a picture of 9/11 in the background with some guy throwing paper airplanes.
Oh no.
This must be the guy. Oh, by the way, 9/11 were demonetized.
Jesus.
No, I do not want to sign in to fucking Twitter.
No
I guess I
one
have
wants to
to.
sign into Twitter.
Just fucking take me to the place, Jesus Christ.
There you have it, people. This is what you wanted. It's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. I don't see how he's a Marvel legend outside of like a handful of Spider-Man comics.
He's a legend because he said it's morphing time and then the Marvel Universe started.
Oh wow, that's amazing!
I got 2 new Lego sets today.
Did any of them have Morbius?
No, I don't think there are Morbius Lego sets.
There is a Lego Morbius, I can confirm this.
Yep, so can I.
Okay.
He was in that big
Well,
Spider-Man set, right?
Also, Hero,
well, I don't
Halo
have that
Infinite
one.
is finally getting fucking co-op. After how long?
Oh, damn, I'm not playing that.
Because you don't give a shit?
Because I don't like Halo Infinite. I do not want to encourage further business practices with it.
Yeah. Yeah,
And the artist is
disc.
Diskette0 at Twitter.
We can't link to not safe for work stuff. They from the
Well, we're just telling you, we're not, we don't have to put a link.
uh
We can just say who made it if we can't put a link.
okay.
The artist still deserves credit.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, no, they don't include Morbius, but what I did get was I got the Spider-Man at the Sanctorum Workshop set, which is the weird Spider-Man, so they come with the weird green crab monster.
Hmm.
And I got the Mandalorian's Armor Forge.
Okay.
I just thought I'd say so. And I got a card to get the new Mario Kart tracks.
Hmm.
So I get
Hmm.
the new tracks, and ones that come out later this year.
So if Morbius is a living vampire, does he sleep with? How does he sleep in a coffin, right? Because he's only doing half the vampire shit if he's living, because he's only part vampire.
Hmm.
So does he sleep with like the coffin door open?
Maybe?
Is,
I was
is,
just trying to
is he,
start an interesting conversation because
does he still have a
we
son
started this
weakness?
stream way too late because we already had one.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen Morbius. Does he have the vampire son weakness?
Hey, you know what'd be
He does
funny?
not.
You know what'd be funny, Hero? If I morbed
What?
and that morbing gave me a face. A flesh face, not a bone face.
Well, you don't have. Well, see, a face is a face, my dude. You don't have a bone face. You just have a bone head.
I.
Bone head.
Har.
Oh, it's take my fat cotton candy.
Hmm. Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
did you already start the stream?
Yes,
Yes.
I established that we're
Okay.
alive.
I didn't hear it. Well, I'm letting you know I can't stay for too long. I told um Toxic this, but I'm going to an amusement park tomorrow, so I have to get up at like really early 'cause it's like an hour drive.
No worries, man.
So I might stay for a little bit, but I probably should go soon since it's almost midnight here.
Okay. Um. So, since Talk's not here right now, I guess we will talk about something that isn't the subject for the day. Uh. Morbian.
So, what kind of hatred goes through a parent to name their child Morbius?
It could be. So it might not be something bad. It might just be that I like the name.
But it's a dumb name. It's like
Isn't
naming your kid
Morbius?
Flumbus.
Sorry, isn't Morbius like a last name?
Dang, the entire family is cursed.
Let me check.
Yeah, his name is Doctor something Morbius. Isn't it Michael or something like that?
Yeah,
Michael Morbius, yes.
yeah,
That's it.
So
Dr. Michael Morbius.
it's his last name. So if it was probably given to his family or something like that. It's like I don't know how like they would change last names when people came over from places to the U.S. Like my last name was different. Back when my grandpa's grandparents lived in Poland.
Hang on, hang on. Do not morb! Fool! Morbius morbs as he pleases.
Dang, he morbs without consent?
How dare he?
Oh
This
no!
stupid crab monster. I hate it, but I love it.
Stand back! I'm beginning to morb. Oh, I've
Okay,
morbed.
I would have to come back to tell you all that I'm making food just to hear that. You
I didn't do
morbs everywhere.
anything.
Jesus Christ.
I had no part in this. I'm being held hostage. Toxic, save me.
So,
Okay, well I will be. I'm still
You're
making
not gonna
food.
save me, are you?
I just wanted to tell you where I was. Bye.
oh. Also, apparently, Morbius takes place in every Marvel universe that's been on film.
That it does. That it does. But, so, what do you know about the Spider-Man PS4 games, if we can get back to that conversation?
I've played the first one.
What did you
First
think?
what?
I thought it was
games?
pretty good. There were some things I thought were really dumb, though.
Those being? Let's have
Uh,
a discussion about that while we're waiting.
the bit where Mary Jane scolds Peter, even though Peter was right about it being too dangerous for her to be in a military base. Well, paramilitary base,
Yeah,
but
that's.
still.
I do agree. That is pretty dumb. I just remember there was like a YouTuber who's like, Man, you don't have superpowers. This is the comment.
Hmm.
I enjoyed the entire game. I remember first seeing it though on a Game Grumps video.
Mm?
Really?
Yeah, they were playing it, and they kept making a joke about like they said they were like Spider Punch, Spider Kid,
I have a
and stuff
question.
like that. And it was like it was weird, but it was funny.
I have a question, Hero. Which would you say is more based? Uh, Thanos' movie motivation or his comics motivation?
I would say movie.
Tell me why. I want to hear.
Because I feel like, okay, so his comic motivation
This is
of
being
wanting
deaf.
to like, he's just wanting to bang death. Yeah, it's like, okay, dude, but it's like, is half the universe really worth that? Like bony pussy. When it's like, in the movie, he's at least trying to save people, even though it's very much misguided.
Hmm. Hmm.
What are your thoughts? Saul?
I think your perspective is perfectly valid, and on this matter, I just prefer. I don't know. I think both work. I think both can work.
Have you guys seen Moon Knight yet?
Not watching it.
I've only heard bad things.
It was a good show though.
It was not.
Not
How
from
was it not a
anything
good
I've heard.
show?
I have a question. Is there a god that moves the sky?
Yes.
All right, bad show. So how does he move the sky that includes altering planetary rotations?
And times,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, doesn't it alter
That
time too?
basically.
no. No, it is literally in the next episode. It's literally forgotten.
Oh,
That makes it so much worse.
Well, they bring it back in like a memory sequence type thing, but no, it's literally only used just to show Steven and what's her face, Layla, how to find Amit's tomb by using the stars. But so Khonshu moved the stars, but it doesn't affect the world in any way. People just saw it happen.
Wouldn't it make more sense for Contra to guide them to the tomb instead of that?
Even he didn't know where it was.
Why did they have to establish that he didn't know where it was?
Because he had to they had to murder people to steal a scarab so they could find it. And because if Contra knew
well,
where it was,
no, no, no.
then most of the show
What?
would be kind of pointless.
What Soul was established? Well, then, yeah. But Soul was saying. Well, Soul was saying, why did they write it that way?
Mm.
And then saying like, oh,
What?
because there's this other
Well,
arbitrary thing that the writers could have also have changed.
because they also had to get Conchu out of the show for a couple episodes,
But why?
so they could progress the plot with Mark and Steven later with what happens in the episodes.
But why they have to do it in this way? Why couldn't they have, say...
Why couldn't he have just created an illusion?
Yeah. Yeah,
Why
that's
did
it.
he have to actually physically alter the star rotations?
Because he's the god of the sky, of the night sky or something. He's
No,
not the
he's
god
just
Okay,
the
of
but
god of the
illusion.
moon. That's all he is. He's not even the god of the
Alright,
sky.
but like... But,
Well,
like,
he can affect the sky, such as technically the moon
Okay,
and stuff, because he
But do you
caused
know
an
what, like,
eclipse.
shifting planetary rotations does?
He didn't shift planetary rotation.
He did.
just
He
moved the
shifted-
He did if he moves a planet. He shifted its rotation.
He shifted the cosmos
Did-
itself.
You just moved the stars back a couple thousand years.
That's very bad for that star and whatever things surrounding it.
It
What if
literally
Like I
something
means
said,
that it literally changes everything that's around that area for
also at the
I
speed
don't
that he's
know.
also at the speed
Like,
that he's
like
doing it, he could be throwing things off those planets.
I don't know. Like I said, the second he gets sealed in stone, everything goes back to normal.
Okay, so that doesn't change the damage that's already been done.
And he didn't even
If the
cause
if the
damage. Like I
if the
said,
things go back to if they move back, then they're moving again. So it's like if I throw a baby across the room, but then I bring it back to its crib, I have not reversed the damage it's done.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like all it did was he just made the sky look different, then it goes back to normal.
Okay,
Pixel.
the
Didn't
sky is
affect the
not a
Earth in any
painting above
way.
you. The sky is a bunch of things that exist out in space.
Kill to the gods, it's a painting. It seems.
Well, it's not. Not to no, it's not. Not even to them. No,
It
because
is
Yeah, like I said,
he is shifting planetary
Pixel.
celestial bodies.
We are using logical explanations. You are trying to come up with stuff that was
you're
not.
using logic you're using logic to a movie that involves
Yes.
a
We
lot
are
of
talking.
non-logical things.
No, what? Okay, so I have a question. How do you enjoy anything?
I enjoy mostly everything
Okay, but like why though?
because I just do.
Pixel, you sound more and more
Okay,
like a consumer.
so I have a question. Hold on, hold on. Pixel, did you like it when Captain America picked up Thor's hammer?
Yes,
Now, what if Thanos picked up Thor's hammer?
I don't know how I feel, but I probably think it'd be pretty cool.
What if Red Skull picked up Thor's hammer?
Again, I don't know how I feel, but it still seemed pretty cool.
What if Hitler showed
Honestly,
up and picked up Thor's hammer?
well, I feel like he'd be killed on the spot, but it'd still be
No, no, no.
it'd
Why would he be
still be
killed on the
weird.
spot? Why would he kill? Why are you applying logic to it?
It's Hitler. Okay,
But
you
why are you
can't
Hang on a
use
minute.
that logic against me.
No, why are you applying logic to the story?
Hold on, what are we doing?
So
Oh no, there.
Pixel doesn't understand why we apply logic to movies.
Hold on, what?
I said
Okay,
to
no,
Marvel. They were trying to apply logic to the Moon Knight star shifting scene.
Which
Okay,
is
but like
which we
if
agree.
Hitler,
okay,
Which
if Hitler shows up in Endgame and picks up Thor's hammer, is that a plot hole? Because the
I
hammer
don't
has
know.
a specific
I'd
bonding on it that
rather
says only
not
people
talk.
who are worthy.
I'd rather not talk about Hitler being both Polish and German at the same time.
what?
What does that have to do with
okay.
anything we're talking about?
Hold on.
I
What
don't
does
like to
Polish
talk
All
about.
right, hold
German
on.
mean?
All right, hold on. Stop talking. All right, fine. Let's change the example. Let's say a monster who eats children shows up and picks up Thor's hammer. Is that okay?
It sounds like Amit, and again, yes, it'd probably be pretty cool.
Okay, so the only
No,
so that is a very poor standard for judging the quality of anything. Is it just feels cool?
Pixel, you have literally
Whether
just
it's
broken my
cool or
brain.
not, the okay, there was one comic where a dude tried to pick up the hammer so hard that it actually broke his arms and ripped them from his body. And he couldn't pick it up. That's the point.
Here,
The hammer
That
cannot
does
be
seem
picked up
cool.
by
I'm just trying to
unworthy
get
people.
Pixel. I'm just trying to get Pixel down to an example. All right, here, Pixel. Let's say Superman goes out and he gets shot by a normal bullet and dies. Is that satisfying?
It would be kind of funny.
No, answer the question.
I don't know. I don't really like Superman, so probably yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
the example,
Thor goes out and he gets
whether
shot
you
by a bullet and he dies.
whatever it is or not.
What happens? If Thor is shot by a bullet, what happens?
I'd be interested to see what happens next.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's no way of telling what would happen if Thor was shot by a bullet until the person tells us what happens.
Okay, hold on, I got this. So Pixel.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
If he did that, if that wasn't just a vision, well, if it was a vision, why did everybody else see it? But
I
if
didn't say
he
it was
did
a
that,
vision.
no, that's the
We
thing.
can't
They
get pulled
don't
back
say
into
what
this.
it
They get
is.
pulled in, no,
Well, I know.
toxic. You're going too far. We have to do baby steps.
Like,
No,
cause
no,
like,
no, no, no. Because
uh,
this is the thing. If he just if he just reanimated all those dead stars and solar systems, we're dead. We are dead. Earth is destroyed. It's gone. Because you just shifted the entire stars. You moved the Earth. Stars and systems either change or move because the light from the stars we get are dead. All those up there are dead by the time we actually see the stars themselves. All of them are dead and gone.
So
okay.
Our constellations will disappear because they're made of dead worlds.
how have you determined that Moon Knight is a good show?
'Cause
What is
I liked
a
it.
bad show for you?
No, hold on.
No,
Is it objective? No.
Stop.
You
What is a
you
bad?
have
What is
to
a
hit the.
stop. What is a bad
Mhm.
show for you, Toxic? Sorry, what is a bad show for you, Pixel?
I don't know. I
So
like
you
most
You
things
gotta
I
add
watch.
objectively to that, though.
like most things. You're like, okay. So, what if there's so you've never seen anything you've disliked?
I mean, I didn't really like the Star Wars sequels.
Why?
Well, no one liked them.
Are you just going
Hold
with
on.
the public opinion?
No,
Well, that's what
I
you
just
just told
dislike.
me.
I just
We're not
disliked them
berating you. We're
after I
just trying to
saw the
get like
flaws.
a.
I know.
We're just trying
I
to
just
hit like a baseline.
I know. I just disliked it after I was shown all the things that I missed.
All
like
right.
it's like I never
So
I
what
didn't
did you?
notice the
So I have a
disappearing
question. Why
nitrosaurs.
can't you dismiss those like you dismissed the Moon Knight thing?
Because I actually like what Marvel's doing.
So logic's your friend until it's something you like.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Are you being honest? Hold on.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example of. I'm using your logic, right? So let's remake Endgame. Hitler just appears and stabs Steve and kills everybody. And yes, we do use Hitler because it is the most extreme example we can give, which usually snuffs out most arguments. He just appears and does it. By your logic, that shouldn't make sense. No, okay, it shouldn't make sense. It shouldn't happen. But by your logic, it doesn't matter.
It'd be an interesting way to see how it changed the plot.
Okay, the difference with
Toxic,
that
I really
I don't
shouldn't
think
be
there's
in.
hope
I
for
really
this
shouldn't
man.
be.
No,
I
no,
really
no.
shouldn't
That
be
would be
part of a
fine if it was in a
criticism
book, but this
channel.
is a multi-million-dollar company that is making so many flaws that we, a bunch of random shitters on the internet, can fix and change. And these people do this for a living. This is the biggest issue we have with this. Is that a bunch of randos on the internet can write a better story than people who have either been in the industry for God knows how long, or just randomly got a job because they whined about something on the internet. Which, yes, that's actually quite a bit of them working for Marvel now. But that's our issue. That's why we do this.
Maybe
And
I
the
shouldn't be
fact,
part of this channel. I don't belong because
oh,
I'm not good with criticism.
oh,
Seems how I do like most of the things that I see.
okay.
Is it, I this whole thing just fucking broke me.
It's
I'm
baffling,
sorry.
honestly.
Well, okay, the part that it's one thing to like something and then notice that there are flaws in it.
Well,
Again,
no,
Castlevania, we were just
like,
talking about it.
Like, I don't think he would
did-
distinguish bright colors from an actual good story.
I didn't
Hold
like No
on.
Way Home's ending
Why?
because I didn't like that everyone forgot about Peter Parker.
Why?
because I don't know why. I just wasn't a fan of it.
Well, as far as I can tell, that movie's story is completely unsalvageable and a complete another travesty, as far as I'm
No,
Yeah,
aware.
it's a travesty, but it can be salvaged.
there's good things in the movie.
Such as fan service.
No,
Such as
every time I
character
try to
work.
yeah, character work and everything. I'm sorry. Every time I think of that movie, the only thing that I don't even think of like the scenes with Gabi. I don't think of all the other scenes with characters. I just think of Doctor Strange and how they ruined him. I'm sorry.
That's the only
That's
thing I
all that
think
comes
about
to
when I
mind.
when I
First
think
thing
about
that
that
comes to mind.
movie. But
Exactly. It's like you just ruined Doctor Strange of all characters.
and then you made him a
I'm
bitch in
sorry, I
his
really
own
got you
movie.
guys off topic.
Mm-mm.
We haven't even gone
We're not
to
off
the
topic.
topic.
This is still the same example.
I know, but I got you guys off the topic of what this stream was supposed to be about.
No. We're just doing a preamble.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
No, we were just talking about stuff beforehand.
Yeah, I was making food.
While Toxic was making food.
Hmm.
So
Jesus
okay,
Christ.
Pixel, would you say that you rather see something like that with so many mess ups and things in a book, or with a $1 billion what's project? There we go.
What's
I don't know.
here's the thing. No, here's the thing. I don't think Pixel was cut out for this whatsoever. Just to be honest.
Ow, my hand.
I
Because
don't.
based on
Over.
everything that he has told me here, I don't think he could distinguish the quality between anything.
Hmm.
I don't
As
want to
far
be
as I
rude.
can tell,
I'm just being honest.
as far as I can tell, he can only distinguish the quality of things because he's been told to whether or not to like it.
Hmm. Well, again, we're not being rude. You can like anything you want, but the thing is, like, if you tell me that them making
We're
Doctor
talking about
Strange
quality
rework
of
the
things.
world's good.
I
Yeah, it's the
hate to say
quality of things.
you're also talking to a 19-year-old with the mental capacity of like a child. So really, it's like I see something cool, I like it.
Okay, that's fair. But Masters of the Universe, everybody.
Yeah, let's get on topic now. I am.
I should probably go. I gotta get to bed.
Alright then.
Okay, later, man.
Have fun.
You
Or
guys enjoy
whatever.
your
Really
stream.
mean.
I'll probably watch it later.
Okay, later, man.
See ya. Oh. I.
That felt kind of mean, but
It's just true.
oh,
I'm just gonna be brutally honest here.
That broke me.
Like,
I'm sorry.
holy shit.
I'm sorry, but that just broke me. I'm sorry. Soulcast, everybody!
but hello, welcome. Sorry, I still have Castlevania playing on the side of my screen. I
Funtime
looked
Drone
over and it's
says,
just
"Hey,
Dracula's
Soulcast,
face.
be back." Yeah, it's great to be back. We've been back multiple times throughout the past few weeks. Actually, we've been a little bit more consistent lately.
That are back, fully.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm sharing the.
Ryan said they had to decline being on this episode. He didn't really want. I guess he just didn't want to get pissed off about Motu Revelation or whatever the fuck. You're toxic. Don't do that.
What?
That literally expands the list on my end.
You could just fix it to where.
I can't. I don't know how.
What list?
The channel
what
list.
happened?
What? I shared a meme that I found on YouTube before I was gonna share the stream, and
I'm sorry.
apparently it messed
what
everything up.
happened?
He posted something in video sharing whilst I was
Okay.
streaming. I made sure to collapse all the text channels so they aren't seen. So there's room for our heads in the feed.
Okay.
Shit. Alright. Sorry. Just when we're streaming, please share stuff in the Delta Zone.
I have a question, Soul.
Okay.
Why not put the voice chat at the top?
Because then I'd have to shift things depending on how many members were in the call.
No. No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
We'll talk about this later.
Yeah.
This is behind the scenes things.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, so, Motu Revelation, Season 2. All three of us watched it.
Yes, and we recorded those episodes, and they're currently being edited
By
for
Hero.
a reaction video.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of us this time around actually sat and watched the episodes instead of one of it. Well, no, Soul, didn't you watch the episodes?
I think I've only... No, I didn't
'Cause
watch
I know...
Season 1. I didn't watch Season 1. I couldn't...
Okay, because I know last time around, I think it was only Hero that watched them.
Yeah.
And just told us what happened.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It would still have been interesting to have
Yeah.
one person who didn't see it with us, so we can get their reaction and stuff.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would have been good. Oh well.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I was hoping that Ryan could have been that guy, but whatever. He didn't want to be part of the episode. Guess he didn't want to be pissed off or whatever the fuck. So yeah, let's get into it. What the hell was that? Anyways, I don't even know how to describe this season. Like,
it started off fine.
It started fine.
And then went to hell. An analogy here.
Right. Go ahead.
Man walks down the street, and then Skeletor just runs up and kicks him in the balls so hard that he just falls and collapses. And that's it. This is a normal street in front of everybody. This is reality, by the way, just in this analogy. So.
Sounds about right. So,
So, do we want to cover this chronologically or just jump over the place?
Chronologically, I'd say.
I wanted to go with the biggest first, but we'll just go in order.
Yeah. So, episode 1. Skeletor has the power.
So, episode 1, cleaved and twined. So, I have some fucking some stuff for a season 1 criticism, actually. As I was looking back over the show.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
So, let's just go over, the Enchantress is, not the Enchantress, the Sorceress's plan. So she recruits Evelyn, Cringer, and Tila for her save the magic plan of, Eternia.
Cringer, someone who in his normal state is completely useless because of his cowardice, and Evelyn, someone that
Cringer,
you cannot...
Well, she needs Evelyn because she's the only magic user, aside from Orko, I guess, that she can talk to get the magic transported from place A to B.
Even though Evelyn should never be trusted with anything, considering her name is literally Evil Lyn.
Yes. And Cringer is mostly there to convince Tila to help. Now, as we know, in this show, there are many heroes in this universe.
Yeah, like the fisting guy.
Fisto, obviously, and his pal, Clamp Champ. Is that his fucking real name? Holy shit!
And there's also that guy with the rams things with his head.
Yeah, there's him, and there's also Orko, as mentioned earlier, and there's also Roboto, who's also available at the time, and Man-at-Arms, Duncan.
Wait, Roboto is the one that's see-through, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. There's also a
So
dude that's just has a radar on his chest and can just turn into tornadoes.
Good God.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. He's just
natural
blue.
disaster, bro.
Someone mind, Hero, do you mind quickly checking the stream for me to make sure that our audio is all clear?
I will check right now.
Alright.
Oh my god, he's such a godsend. Look at him go.
He's a great person, thank you. So, is my audio good?
Yeah, audio seems fine.
Alright. Not too loud, not too quiet?
Um, let's see. No, it's good volume. Could be a little louder.
Alright. By how much would you say?
I don't know a value. Just a smidge.
Alright.
Just a wee bit, just a pinch, just a smidge, just a car wreck, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just kiss the ground. Just kiss it.
From orbit, please.
I was making a Madagascar 2 reference. I don't even know if I don't even remember if that's a good movie.
Penguins of Madagascar?
Madagascar 2,
Mm.
the movie. I don't even know if penguins.
Dude, penguins took over the entire boat and took it to Antarctica, and they hated Antarctica, so they just went back.
That was from the first movie. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Antarctica's not that great. That is true.
Yeah. I just love.
The birds, they speak the truth.
I just love. Well, this sucks.
Yeah, that one scene was actually really good. Where they're just standing there, and there's just nothing for miles.
We're getting off topic.
Yes, we are. We need to get back on track. So story so far concerning the show. He-Man died and got resurrected. Tila is a bitch. Orko is dead.
Spoiler warning, obviously.
Well, we did an episode on it, and we're talking about this. So
yeah.
I think it's.
Oh, I know.
Very...
I'm talking about people who are just. I mean, yeah, it's kind of self-explanatory that we're talking about it too. So.
Yeah.
And plus, it's been out for like months,
if not a year, I think. Evelyn betrays because Skeletor was regrowing himself in her staff, and now he has the power.
Okay, you're skipping ahead, I think, a little bit.
No, I'm not. I'm referring to stuff that was happening over the course of season 1. We just, it just gets brought
He-Man
up.
almost killed. Skeletor almost killed He-Man twice.
Yes.
I know.
No, I'm just like, dude, you've already done it once, and you're trying to do it a second time. God, it's like, how long can you do this? How many times can you just want to kill He-Man? Your dreams
until he's
reached.
dead.
That is fair. I did it dumb.
So, where do we go from here? Ah, yes.
You're telling us about what is happening?
Yeah. So, now we get into the show proper. So, Adam gets tossed around a bit, and then while Tila and Cringer are restrained, Duncan does some cool stuff for a minute.
And then gets wiped.
Yeah. And then Tila somehow... No, wait. The Sorceress, I think it was. Was it the Sorceress that teleports them away?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so the Sorceress teleports them away, and Duncan gets upset because she dies again. But not really.
Yeah.
No,
she does.
She does.
Her of her subconscious inside the pool
Ah, okay.
later.
Oh,
Yeah,
which
it's kind of like
actually we need to bring up that actually. So
Save it for later.
the show,
Superman's
the season. Well, no. The season
Right.
actually opens with her doing the makeup thing and then going into the pool. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was her giving giving up everything and becoming the sorceress.
So I have a question for you guys. Is that what you do to become like the sorcerer?
By this show's
Yes, you have
for
to
what
do
this
it willingly.
show establishes, then
Yeah. So Evelyn has never become the sorceress.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Because she never took a dip in the pool and put on the makeup and everything.
oh God. No one's a sorceress now.
Well,
Tila.
we'll get to that. Fucking really, Soul? Or sorry, really, Grum?
You will call
how
me
many
Grum
views do
from
we
now
have? I
on.
saw that we had 4 or 5.
Anyway.
It's like... So... Yeah, so... Well, I don't even think Tila should count. Because she only has the markings on her face. So if that's all it takes...
The markings left her face when she was in the pool, remember?
No, the markings stay. No, it's paint, but it's an actual like symbol that
Yeah,
stays
no,
on
no,
you,
no,
kinda
no.
like
When
a-
she
Yeah,
was
exactly,
a
but
seal
like
or
her
something
mom
on it.
had to do the symbols all over her body, but she only had to do it on her head.
when the
Well, she was a baby.
near the show.
I
Well, no,
assume.
I know, but now she's an adult going into the pool. I thought the symbols were very important. I guess they're not.
Okay, but when she was in the pool, they left her face as she was getting out. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, when she. We'll get to that.
Yeah. So, Skeletor has power, cause bullshit and nonsense.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Skeletor
anyone could just picked up the sword and become He-Man, I guess. The whole thing about a sorceress picking a person is bullshit.
Even though in the original lore it was established that the Sword of Power was a completely neutral tool.
Well, yeah, it doesn't recognize good nor evil, but
Well, no,
see,
it definitely recognizes
um,
evil. I mean, do you see what Skeletor turns into versus what Adam becomes?
Yeah.
Like it does the twisted
No,
little it does the twisted, fucked up looking He-Man symbol on Skeletor's chest when Adam gets like the nice armor on his chest.
Even though when
And he gets the green flame and the floating skull head with the horns. It's like the sword knows what's up. It just doesn't care, but it knows what's up.
No, it just amplifies what you already are, or at least I assume, because it just.
Well, no, like all the other He-Men had like the symbol, and they were like wearing armor, or these had the partial armor.
Yeah, because they were chosen heroes. No, that's the thing. They were chosen heroes. They weren't going to be fucked up like Skeletor, were they?
Well, so what about Skeletor makes it a brand on his chest versus an armored piece?
I feel like it was just a design thing that the creators didn't really
well, that is exactly what it is, but it's a nitpick.
Or it's a metaphor?
Yeah. We're
It's a
nitpicking.
metaphor.
No. Hear me out. It's a metaphor for his what's the word I'm thinking of exactly?
The fact that he's evil.
No, I'm looking for a specific word.
Also, so you should probably
Obsession.
put this
There we
up
go.
because it's
My
relevant to
brain's
what we're talking about.
Oh.
By the way, people, if it
Yeah.
sounds like I'm tired or drunk, I am very tired. I've moved concrete block all day, so if I get really dumb, I'm gonna blame it on the blocks. So his obsession with He-Man is just the H is dug into his chest.
That speaking of that, I wanted to bring something
That
up.
is
I want to bring that
very
up.
much
I know.
digging
I wanted to bring that up real quick.
Yeah, no, it is.
and reaching.
Well, no. See. It does make sense, but I don't think the writers actually thought of that.
I wanted to bring that up
Exactly.
actually, cause here's the thing. The original show and
Yes, what
every
is the
other
thing?
version before this didn't have a H on the chest. It was always a red cross of some kind.
Well, the 2002 show did this, and several comics did it. I think that's what the show took inspiration from.
Yeah, it's probably a modernization thing.
Yeah, like a here. Let me
No,
pull up
no,
2002.
the 2002 also did a variation of the original. It just looked a bit different. Didn't even do a
Oh
H.
yeah, you're. Well, no, it has an H in the middle.
It looks vaguely like a H.
Well, you see, it's got a yeah, that image right there. You see what in Delta Chat, Toxic? Does it look like an H in the center?
Uh, sorry, give me a second.
Looks more like an X.
So I think, yeah, but it could definitely be interpreted as an H very easily.
I suppose.
Yeah, it is an H.
And
it's an H made out of the symbol itself. So yes, you are right. It is an H because if it wasn't, all the points would be connected together.
But again, this is based off the
original. That's not a bad redesign.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid redesign, but that's a reinterpretation. This show, the new show, Revelation, is supposed to be based off the original He-Man, supposedly.
Well, it's obviously got different.
They can still take inspiration.
It's obviously got different designs for things. Like he has a different gauntlet on one arm.
Hmm.
No,
so and like Skeletor has different armor and different looks. It's just a modernized version.
Yeah. And it completely wrecks Skeletor's color balance. He's too purple now. Like the original was purple and blue.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I should mention that. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, no, the H thing that I was saying is definitely a stretch, but I guarantee you they actually didn't think.
I wouldn't say it's a stretch. I think that's what it was intending.
I don't even think that's what they were intending.
Well, then why would they have specifically go over the middle cross section to highlight the fact of it above instead of the other way around then? Or have it just be a solid red symbol instead of having part of it above it?
Oh, no, I'm talking about the one on Skeletor's chest.
On Skeletor's chest?
You didn't hear my
Oh no! You mean that thing earlier? You said
Yes, it is a stretch, and I don't think they actually thought of it. But I mean, devil's advocate, that might be it.
Also, Beastman in this new show, in this thing, looks nothing like his original counterpart.
He doesn't look furry enough to me, I don't think. They're called Beastman.
He looks more like an orc in this, you know,
Orcai?
No, an orc from, what's it called? Warcraft.
Oh?
Yeah. Warcraft.
Oh yeah, the bottom jaw and everything.
I don't think the design is the worst part of the show that we need to be talking about.
I know, but it is a thing that I.
It is a thing, and we will be bringing up designs later, I guess. Yeah.
So let's just say that the sword amplifies what you are.
Well, it's like with all the other.
Well, if that's what it would do, then it would turn Cringer into even more of a coward.
Soul. I was fucking talking.
Sorry.
Well, it's like with the other human, they all had the symbol, or at least a variation of the symbol on their chest with like an armored piece. And there seemed to be some sort of unifying design. The ones that we see in like the heaven area.
Well, yeah, they're the chosen heroes.
And it's like with the Battle Cat one, I don't think that's a great example because that's like the sword is specifically amplifying someone, not making them the champion.
Yeah,
Well, the H seems to be a symbol of the champion.
I guess that if the champion is chosen, then their design looks different. Instead of just picking up... See, this is what they should have done, right?
Well,
they should have
if the
given
sorceress
Skeletor
is dead,
power,
then...
but...
Well, I mean, if the sorceress is dead, then technically when He-Man gets the sword back at the end of the show.
Nah, he was still chosen at all. So, but his form still stays the same. That's what I mean. The sword still recognizes him. You know, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
But what I really wish what they would have done this, because you said earlier that Skeletor still gets the sword and has power regardless of being chosen. I really wish that they would have done something like it gave him power, but not as much as it actually gave him. You know, with all the crap that he does. What I would have liked
Oh
is that
man,
he did have power,
the
but
powers
not
that
as
he has.
much. Yeah.
He's way more powerful than He-Man in this show.
Yeah. No. He. Okay. No. I will point this out. They just.
apparently he's using powers that He-Man had the whole time but never used.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna mention. He just has these abilities. It's like, oh, you could have ripped my soul from my body, and you just didn't. I mean, it's like, what? That would have solved so many issues. Jesus Christ.
And apparently he has like the power over who gets sent to heaven or hell.
Yeah.
And then as we find out about like Grayskull, like with the sword he can control like the fabric of reality.
Well, they say that, but he doesn't.
Well, no, they
Because
do.
if he wanted to
Remember
control, no,
that's
no.
what Skeletor's plan is.
Well,
To
if
get
wait,
once it's aligned, he can focus all the power into himself.
oh, okay. You said after. Okay, I thought you meant without the stars aligning. Because I was about to say if he wanted to do that, he could have, but he just doesn't.
Which I'm just like, so why is Grayskull so special?
It's
Honest,
got magic
like,
secrets.
Well, no. We learn what the secrets of Grayskull are, but it just leaves with more questions. It's like, why does Grayskull have this power?
If I can draw attention to something that is a little bit more more questionable, how come this one planet has its own version of the afterlife?
Its own version of hell.
And heaven.
Well, no, yeah, its own version of heaven and hell. So apparently, if you die on this planet, your soul is stuck there. You don't get to stay
what I'm implying is like Grace. Well, they say that Eternia is in the center of the universe,
or near it.
No, they say it is, and that plans are finally moving to align.
Oh, never mind.
No. So they said when. No. Their exact words are when the planets align, we will be in the center of the universe.
Oh, all right. So it's like this planet is hyper special, like astronomically special, because it has this magic fucking pool that you take a dip in with some paint that you wear, and then you're just a god person who's bound to the arbitrary limitations of this castle. Now, with He-Man lore, from what I had understood, was like we didn't know what was going on with the castle, but now
we didn't need to know either. We just knew Skeletor wanted something, and that was that.
What I think the show is trying to tell us is that pool that she takes the dip in, that is the pool when Zor died. To not jump too far ahead, for anyone at home who has not seen the show, Zor is the god of the universe, and he died at the beginning of time, I guess.
Oh god.
No, he didn't. Should I even mention this yet?
Hang on, we're getting a little bit off track from what we were originally gonna do. We said that we were gonna take this down in.
Well, I know, but now we're on this tangent. So
No, we're talking about Grayskull. We're fine.
Yeah, we're talking about the show. So Zor dies, or whatever. He becomes the pool, which infuses his power, which is the power, which is what He-Man says when he says, "I have the power." And I think that's what that pool is that she goes into at the beginning of the show. Now, the only problem with this is that in the last episode, when Evil-Lyn and fucking Teela are fighting, they teleport to that pool, and it's not in Grayskull. So I don't know what is Grayskull's pool supposed to be, or did they time
Wait,
travel? Which then brings up a
hold on.
million other questions.
Time out. What? The pool isn't in Grayskull?
Yeah, the pool's underneath Grayskull. That's where the Enchantress.
Yeah, it is underneath it, but you just said that you don't know where it is.
Well, exactly. I don't know where it is. The pool of Zor, where Zor died.
Yeah, it's under Grayskull.
No, it's not, because Tila and Evil Lyn, when they fight.
Oh
in the
yeah,
last
they go to
episode,
somewhere different. They literally go somewhere different.
They go somewhere different where Zor died.
I thought they said it was a vision because they were showing.
But no, they're very physically fighting there.
Well, you can still physically fight in an area that somebody chooses to make look different.
No, they teleport back. They come back down.
Yeah.
Because they go through like a. Here, let me try. I'll pull up the episode and I'll get a screenshot. You guys talk.
Just.
Huh.
This show is just utterly confusing and a mess.
Dude, it's all just look at this, you know?
Like,
it's all just action. Same thing with Marvel movies. You know, it's just like, what, 2 minutes of talking and then the rest of it's action?
No, not even that. It's trying to do action, but it's not willing to do especially good action that makes sense in a physical space.
So they're just not working for it, is what you're saying?
Yes. The only competent action is the stuff that we actually know is, happening in the moment.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, all the good things that are in this show are just completely squandered by everything that they want to show us. Like, this show is horrible at world building. This show is pretty good at developing some characters.
Name me 3.
Duncan.
Adam and his mom.
The mom doesn't really get much development.
She just talks weirdly now, like she's way younger.
Okay, but like they're physically interacting with the thing that is supposedly a vision.
Yeah. They're not physically interacting with it.
They are, though. They are. They are interacting.
What do you mean? With it. Well, what do you mean? Hold on.
Okay, how do you mean that they're interacting with it?
All right, I'll get you a picture in just a second.
They're disturbing the area and stuff. They literally potted the water with how much shit they're doing.
All right. Oh man, there's a straight up portal. All right, so.
Okay, a portal doesn't mean that they're interacting with the vision. They may have went somewhere and then
that means it's not a vision. That means they were portaled somewhere.
No.
So they come in and then they slam down into the water, and they're interacting with the water. Remember when they're inside the pool and here, I'll post the image. See, look at this.
You can always okay. If it's what if it's an illusion? Unlike Moon Knight, what if it's an illusion? Oh yeah, they definitely. That keyframe's actually not that bad. It's a real good keyframe.
Yeah, but
they slam down, the water splashes up, it acts like real water. Why don't you put that on screen? So.
Okay.
Oh god.
Yeah, I see it, but again. Okay, I don't know. I'm just trying to make sense of it right now. Okay, so let's say it's an illusion. They can interact with it, but when they finally stop fighting, she can just press play. You get what I mean? I'm sorry, I'm playing devil's advocate so hard right now.
Okay, but you don't have
with
to.
Your brain, man.
You don't have to. We're literally versing this show. It's us versus them right now.
Well, it's like they teleported in, they physically interacted with the landscape, and they're like touching things. So it's like, I don't think this is an illusion. I don't think that's what the show is implying. I would grant you it would make more sense if it was an illusion, but it is not an illusion. From
Okay, but what?
all the evidence out ahead of us.
Okay, the example that I said though, what tells you that it's not? An illusion can still be interacted with.
Okay, so physically interaction. So what do you mean by like an illusion can be interacted with?
In a lot of media, illusions seem like they're interacted with, like Naruto, for example.
All right, so now we're just trading problems.
Well,
because now what you're telling me is that I almost called her Tifla. Tila can create like almost indistinguishable real water in real ground that two gods can slam down into.
It's the ground is probably real. It's just a lake, maybe, because they don't stay in it long.
No, they were up in the air. So wait, then where did they go? So they teleported somewhere. So why can't it be here?
Oh, that's.
My best guess that to make this fight more logical in any regard is that it's set in an alternate. It's set in a pocket dimension of some kind, which I don't think they had in mind at all.
Oh my god! If she can create pocket dimensions, holy shit!
That just opens up more holes.
She did all of this without training. This is her first day. Her first hour on the job.
First minutes on the job, actually.
Jesus Christ. Well, okay, see, here's the thing, though. It's not like with the Infinity Gauntlet where the Mind Stone basically tells you how it works. So, they can't really say that. Also, gentlemen, we are in luck because what I have in front of me is the encyclopedia for Masters of the Universe and She-Ra. So, let's just pop in this bad boy and let's see.
Does this work for Revelations?
No. If we ever bring up stuff that happened in the show previously, or if we're looking for an actual explanation,
we can verify
we're doing more than the original writers did, we can actually look into it
and verify it.
Yeah, every time I see the Enchantress now, the only thing I'll look at is her eyes on the head.
The eyes on the hood of the thing, the bird eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that's our section on Castle Grayskull. It's fucking bullshit, but we'll probably get back to it.
Yeah, put a pin in that.
Skeletor, he is the champion now.
Yep.
Oh shit! I forgot to mention. So like the Enchantress. Fuck, why do I keep calling her the Enchantress? The Sorceress. She is like really fucking old, right?
Apparently. Yeah.
But like we see her go in and she's like Duncan's age. And like Duncan, he's like aged, but he's not like a fucking grandpa. Which is what she seems to become when she loses her magic.
Maybe she was a lot old. Okay.
But no, before she becomes the sorcerer. We see her. So I guess this being a sorceress also just drains your age.
Well, maybe. Again, a devil's advocate. I won't be doing this for the entire thing, trust me. Maybe she was already older before, like some kind of magic that she had previously that stopped her aging for a while. So after she lost her magic, the years just caught up.
That feels like something that should have been addressed, and you have the encyclopedia, don't you?
I actually am. Now I just have to figure out what page the characters are on. So, from what does this say? Apparently, He-Man Season 1 lasted from 83 to 85. Why are seasons so long?
Lots of episodes.
Well, no, it doesn't give it an episode count. It just says Chapter 1, He-Man Season 1, 1983. Chapter 2, Hold on, wait, what? Oh, okay, I read it wrong. Never mind. We're good.
What is it?
Never mind, I lied. Apparently. Okay, it didn't say He-Man, it said She-Ra on the side. I thought I opened the other one. There, I have two of them. Give me a second. It is still the He-Man encyclopedia. It just has She-Ra in it also.
Because they're part of the same universe.
Hmm. Huh. Some of the art that I'm seeing, He-Man actually just had an entire like chest plate of armor instead of straps that had an H on it. So did Skeletor. He just has a little bat symbol on his chest.
Hmm.
I'm looking at some of the toys here because it has the toys, you know. One of the toys is just a furry man on stilts. The rest of them have like guns, lasers, vehicles. No, this man has stilts. This man is primed and ready. He is the danger in this fight.
So, where'd you get this encyclopedia?
Oh, I got it from two different sources actually. I had to re-download it recently. Um, this is official. Before you ask. Let's see. Forward,
Would it
chapter
also not
one.
be a good idea to
Character.
look at the fan wiki?
No, not the fan wiki, because that could be changed. This is from the actual writers.
Hmm. Alright then.
Do you think the
I don't know, I say
Enchantress?
the fan wikis can be sometimes very reliable based on sort of its modernization.
Yeah,
Mm.
like the Gundam fan wiki, that has a lot of stuff. It has a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, like the character Bo. He's just a dude with a mustache. He's just a dude with a heart on his chest and a mustache.
Yeah, that's the original
Whatever happened
Bow.
to him?
He got
Yeah.
changed in She-Ra reboot thing.
Oh, so yeah, they couldn't use him in the new thing.
No,
Let's
they did
see.
use him. He's one of the main characters.
No, 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 no. I'm talking about in this one, not in She-Ra.
Bo is from the She-Ra series, the original She-Ra series. Not
It
really.
says here that he's in the. Yeah, no, he's in the He-Man encyclopedia.
Well, then he only appeared in a handful of one or two episodes. Then is my best guess. Maybe the
Hailed
Christmas.
as the best shot in all of Eternia. The charismatic Bo was an important member of the Great Rebellion. He enjoyed the thrill of battle and romanticism for being top animated series. Well, yeah, this it says 85. So why is he in this book? I'm confused.
Well, there were comics before the shows, so.
Yeah, he might have. Yeah, he might have been in the comics too. Um, Apparently in 2008, Castle Grayskull got its own figure. It is Castle Grayskull Man. Somebody Google that and put that on screen, please.
Alright, Castle.
I'll do it.
No, don't Google things, Soul.
Why?
Yeah,
do you know what pops up on Google? Anything. Oh, Jesus Christ. This dude, he gaming.
Right? Look at him.
What is this, man?
I'm trying to get a high-res image.
Oh my god, it's so, like, okay, the figure for it looks weird. The art for him looks way better.
So, do you want the art, Soul, or do you want the figure?
Both. Give them both. They'll put them both up.
I think that might be better because you can get a landscape image that's good.
Oh, actually, while we're on the subject of He-Man, there was a beat 'em up. I know I've talked to you guys about it, but I haven't talked about it on the show. Somebody actually made a fan-made beat 'em up, with He-Man and She-Ra, and there is more effort put into that fan game than this entire show, and the person made it for free.
This is the right guy, Toxic.
That's him. I didn't see the full body art. I saw just a snippet of his face, but my god.
Put both
I'm
of
gonna
these
give you.
images up. So
I'm gonna. Okay, I need to preface how this man came to being. 2008. Uh, Wotu Classics. I'm assuming this is just a toy, and that's it. Castle Grayskull Man came into being at the second Ultimate Battleground. The combined army of the Horde and the Snake Men began to overwhelm the allied forces of Eternia, turn the tides of battle. He-Man and Sorceress Tella? Teela. Tella. Is that how you pronounce that?
I don't know.
Cast, cast an unrepeatable spell to conjure the living embodiment of the castle itself. Castle Grayskull Man the formed and emerged from the castle's hidden chamber of defense. He immediately launched himself into battle, swinging his dual sword. Dual swords. Holding. Okay, yeah, there is another sword. Um, Dual swords. Castle Grayskull Man returned 15 years later to fight in the third Ultimate Battleground. What is this? I'm interested in He-Man now just because this show is horrible.
And the original story was like way more cohesive and made sense.
Okay, keep in mind though, this is the funny thing of all this. This entire thing was created just to sell toys. All of this, and it grew past that and actually had its own characters, and you know, not just to go, haha, winners don't lose, crap like that.
I mean,
But now it's just gotten so incoherent.
that's literally every big '80s franchise that people like
Yeah,
that was built off of toy line.
yeah.
Like
I'm still
Transformers
trying to find the
has
Enchantress.
like even Transformers has multiple creation myths. Even Generation 1 has different creation
Yeah.
stories.
Oh, to correct you, Hero, it was Clamp Champ.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No, I thought you said something else. Um,
Alright, so can we...
Give me a minute, boys. I gotta do something. Y'all can still talk. I gotta do
All right,
something. You'll see.
we'll just continue. We'll save you some pain.
Yeah.
Um.
Where were we?
So, we're still at the fucking beginning.
Oh yeah, right. We've been at this for an hour.
So fucking. There's the whole schism that they have, and the sorceress is killed. Now, oh, so the little paint that she puts on her kid, right?
Hmm.
Tila. It gives her basically magic powers.
God damn it.
It lets her teleport. It lets her communicate with everyone in the world. At one point in the show.
Yeah. Don't really mind me of that.
So I'm just like, why didn't you give Duncan some marks? Imagine if Duncan could teleport the entire time.
That would be great, but
I mean, that would have just been useful if he could have
You can
teleported for
teleport
the
into my room
entire.
any day.
He could have teleported the entire. If he had the ability to teleport during the entire show, He-Man. That it's just like, why not? Um. So it's just like a little thing, but it's like, why isn't Adam tied up? Like, I know he's stabbed, and I know that's like kind of a big thing, but it's like, just to be safe, he is still He-Man from Skeletor's perspective.
yeah.
Another thing that Skeletor says that is very concerning is, to quote him, "It tastes like copper." What tastes like copper, my lord? Time, I think. It's like, what?
I thank you for picking up on that. That doesn't make any sense. It
and then
sounds like he's
and then he
literally
goes,
on
hold
space
on,
drugs.
hold on. And then he goes on this monologue. I quote, I saw eons pass in the darkening quarters of space. I'd witnessed planets made purely of ice and ancient suns burn out and die, taking entire civilizations with them into the eternal darkness. The air was filled with anguish and madness. So he was like seeing past shit that he was not there for across space and time.
Either that
Can you
or is
see into the
either
can you see
that or
into the future?
is either that or is seeing what's happening now, which is still rather concerning.
Which is like, can
Um,
did He-Man have this power?
keep in mind, that was before he even stepped into the pool. I mean, not the pool,
The
the
circle.
The
the
power
light pole.
dome, the
I was
power
I was
pillar.
gonna say light pole. Yeah,
No,
light
let's
pole,
call it the power
light
pillar.
pillar, power pillar, the PP. Before he stepped into the PP.
Yes,
Yeah.
before the boner and the PP met.
There was copper.
So another thing that Skeletor states is that the power fixes itself to one being, one in all of creation, and now I have the power. So that's just a fucking lie. Because like by the end of the show, there is like 5 different people who have the power. We've got like He-Man, Skeletor, who's souped up, Evil Lyn, Tifa, and Battle Cat and Beastman. That's 6 motherfuckers who all have the power.
Battle Cat
Fucking
and
5 if you want to include those who are powered up by
Beastman.
the sword.
No. Yeah.
So it's like,
Hmm.
the fight is not the greatest in retrospect. There are several moments of like we need to focus on the specific fight that's happening at the same time as other characters are doing things, but they're basically frozen in time when we're not looking at them.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Not to not to change any subjects. The reason why I said I had to go is because I was hoping I could find any art of this man. Chief Narwhal. There is no art of him. I googled his name and nothing came up. The only thing that I could find is in this book. And now my profile picture is Chief Narwhal until the end of this.
Then we don't need to put him on screen because he's already on screen.
Yes. He just looks like a 50-yard stare. It looks like he just saw Vietnam.
He looks like
For
a Disney
whalers.
character.
Yeah, honestly, it gives that vibe. So what is our original sorceress called? What is her name?
Don't know.
I don't know. It's like some
Okay,
variation of Tifa.
okay, because I need to know that way I can actually find her in the book. Because it goes by actual
She's literally just called the Sorceress of Castle Grayskull. Oh, her
Okay.
name is Tila Nah.
Nah?
Tila Nah.
Like, nah, never mind. It's like, do you want a last name? Nah. Like, all right, we wrote that down. Like, damn it.
I'm not gonna lie. Going through some of these designs, I really want to actually start getting into the series. By the way, apparently, um, Evelyn did not have long hair. I thought she did. She does not. Some of the toys have her having white hair, so the power did not change her.
Well, no, it did. We saw her at the beginning of the series.
Again, you watched the beginning. I didn't. So.
No,
But,
you did. You were there.
Oh, wait. Yeah, you're right, Toxic, actually. The original show also had her with short hair.
Yeah, the original did. I'm looking at the different art for her. Apparently in the comics, she was green. But in the show she was normal skin tone, which is very strange.
See, look at this. She's got long hair.
Yeah, but it's
No,
after the series. Yeah.
well, no, that is after season 1. But remember in the beginning of the season, she walks up.
Yeah. Mm.
Here, I can even get a screenshot from that episode.
No, I believe you. It's just that I'm looking at like art away from the show. I'm just stating that she did have originally short hair.
Yeah. Also, this is gonna be funny for later. This little image here, that's gonna be funny for later.
Hmm.
What are you putting on the screen?
I'm not putting anything on the screen. Just have that old art thing that we had, the poster thing.
Like,
Maybe she has maybe she has a ponytail. You don't know.
No, she doesn't.
Just because of the show, I might actually try to get into He-Man because I'm looking at some of the designs here, and ooh, some of them look just fantastic.
What?
Y'all just keep going. While I'm trying to find the actual like page for her, I am just stumbling across gold.
So we after the sorceress teleports everyone out, but not Duncan, because when she tries to, Evelyn just puts her hand on his shoulder, and then the spell stops.
For some reason.
Because the spell.
Could we not say that is a spell?
No, because she uses her staff to cast magic.
Oh yeah, there's no hand magic.
Because she loses her staff, and there's no like magical effect. She just puts her hand down, and is like no, and then that's it.
Not so fast. Sorry.
And then Tifa comes. Fucking, I keep calling her Tifa. Fucking Tila.
No, just go for it.
So they're all teleported to the abandoned castle of King Grandor, because people saw Skeletor's big light show at the end of the last season, and they've decided, you know what? Hey, let's get the fuck out of town. And they have a bleeding Adam with them. So Tila is then using magic to heal him, and the sorceress's ghost helps her. Now, how is the sorceress's ghost helping her?
I'm sorry, I'm back. Repeat what you said.
How is the sorceress's ghost helping Tila heal Adam? Because I thought the rules were that the sorceress is bound to Castle Grayskull forever.
Another plot hole bites the dust.
You got it, do you think so?
Sorry? I zoned out for a minute. What?
You
Wow.
fucking shitting me.
It's your show!
What on earth is the fearless photog?
Oh yeah, you're just now saying that? Yeah. The man's face is a gun and his chest is a screen with children running on it. I did not. Oh, let's see. Also, sorceress. Okay, yeah. So it is an S. Okay.
Look, we can discuss for toys another time.
No, I'm not. I just thought I'd share it. I didn't.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry.
So she heals Adam, and that's the thing, I guess. And then we meet Grab and Punch, Fisto, and what was his name again? Wham Champ?
Yeah, I think something like that.
Skeletor with skin on his face looks like a Disney villain.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Also, when the sorceress dies, she turns into like dust slash glitter.
Great.
Ugh.
That's just
So
great.
we don't have to deal with her rotting body. They then have Beastman throw Duncan into the prison with the hentai monster.
Listen, we get sexy Duncan out of that. I will not have anybody ever badmouth sexy Duncan.
And then
Duncan is the saving
Skeletor is
grace of
like,
this
you know
show.
what, Evelyn? What?
Duncan is the saving grace
Hmm?
of this show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you know what? Skeletor's like, you know what, Evelyn? I'm gonna give you a bat skin, and I'm gonna make you the new not the enchant. Fuck me, the fucking sorceress of Grayskull now.
Yeah, it's a lot to keep up with. Take your time.
But it's like, so we already went over how that's bullshit
Yeah.
because she didn't go in the pool. She doesn't have the mark. She didn't do anything. Um, Another
She would
thing.
only have the powers that she's naturally gifted with, and also the scepter thing.
Well, she'd have her powers like +10 or whatever it is, like with Battle Cat, like how he points his sword and shoots a beam and it can infuse someone's power.
Yeah, it's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Another thing is that she is very upset that he drained magic from her to stay alive inside of her scepter. Which is like, okay, I guess, but it's like, so if you have zero magic, you're alive still. But if he has no magic, he's dead.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a fine trade-off. It's not really.
Yeah.
Besides, it was only like for a bit, at most a few months.
No,
Aware.
it was years
Oh,
apparently.
oh, never mind.
But it was like she wasn't using her magic much, anyways.
Yeah.
And once again, if she has zero magic, she's fine. He has zero magic. He dead.
He is dead. He cannot exist without magic in that state.
Another thing is, Skeletor then creates the power pillar, and he is going to go out and he is going to wreck shit.
Also, none of his dialogue is like the original Skeletor. It's way too modern.
Mm.
So he can appear in the sky, and then we get a fantastic fucking quote. Do you guys remember what quote happens around this scene?
I can't wait to fist him.
Yeah, boy.
There we go. There we go. Scareglow looks so much cooler in this cartoon and in the comic. How
What?
did they make him look lame?
Sorry, what?
Scareglow. I'm sorry. I'm still going through the book. I'm listening, but I'm just skimming. And they made Scareglow look so pathetic.
Well, I mean, I feel like I'm the guy holding the topic of conversation here. I'd like
No,
someone else to take reins.
no. I'm waiting for a big thing, because there's not really much to say right now.
Oh well, there's a lot. No, there is a big thing. Do you not know? Do you not remember? He opens up like the hell, and like some gas spills out.
Oh yeah, he puts his gas.
And it mutates everyone it touches. Just like if you like bump into it once, like on your arm or thing, it will infect you and it will turn you into some goat-headed demon.
That way you can't die, and the only time you die is when Skeletor says you do.
Well, it does kill you, right? Because that's what
No.
That's what happens to the two heroes.
Well, that's not what I meant.
Because they were going to go to heaven.
I know, but that's not what I meant.
Also, they're able to avoid a gas.
Hmm.
A gas that has tendrils and has apparently it's completely controlled by Skeletor. So you know.
There we are. I found her page. Now we can talk about Sorcerer.
So, like another thing that happens with these monster things. When Clamp Champ is there, when he's possessed, he looks at Adam, and there's like this weird effect on Adam, right? So he has like the weird demon eyes, and
Yeah.
Adam has like a golden silhouette around him, implying that there's like something up with Adam. Now,
Yeah.
is that because Skeletor, Best Faith, is sending them specifically to hunt Adam, or are they sensing the power?
I'd say hunt, honestly, because if they sensed the power, then he would have sensed it. Because at this point they're extensions of him. I'm assuming that,
Well,
but
also Tila should be glowing then.
well, yeah, if it was going by that, but I feel like
It's more of a
I
green
actually
than a
don't remember him
gold.
glowing. But I'm assuming it's just because he wanted him hunted, so he could fight him himself. That's what I'm gonna assume.
Hmm.
Well, then we get one of the dumbest maneuvers I've ever seen, where she pulls the pin on a grenade, they knock it over into the guy's hands, and then she shoots the grenade anyways.
It would have had to have gone off.
They pull it already. Again, devil's advocate, it might have.
Well, it's a
let's say it
grenade
didn't
that takes
want
a
to go
long
off.
ass time to go off.
Yeah.
But like, why would you throw your grenade that takes a long time? Why do you have grenades that take a long time?
Well,
like how far can you throw?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe it's a grenade that goes really far, and by the time it hits the ground, it's supposed to go off.
It's just a normal grenade. There's no like modifications or like a rocket or anything to make it go further.
Well, it isn't a normal grenade because it's the size of. It's bigger than a can. It's bigger than a normal grenade.
It's supposed to. Well, hold on. It's supposed to be like stuff she scavenged around. So that's probably why it's bigger.
Oh, dude, it's a super pipe bomb.
It's much easier to work with bigger parts than smaller parts.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a super pipe bomb.
It's yeah. It's a Terminator killer pipe bomb.
Anyways, Skeletor rolls up with his new demon army, and he's like, He-Man, fuck you. And then he shows us that he can send people who have died recently, or at least people who are dead and were possessed by the demon gas. He can determine whether or not their souls go to heaven or hell.
And he just snuffs both of them out and says that they go to hell.
So he says, lol, sending the heroes to hell. Because Clamp, Champ, and Fisto both get infected and they die.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, fuck, okay.
And see, I thought it was worse than that. I thought he just pulled their souls out during transit towards the afterlife.
Well, that's what he did, I guess, because they were supposed to go to heaven. And
yeah, like, because what you said is that it's only if they're infected by the gas.
I say I don't know. They don't say that. I'm just speculating.
It's very poorly explained. You get a lot of that in this show.
Okay, so it's not poorly explained. It's just not explained.
You could call that poorly explained. In a way.
Jesus Christ.
So, fucking Skeletor's like, oh, I'm the best, I'm so great. And then He-Man's like, Adam is like, you know what? I've got a way to beat you. He's like, oh, Skeletor's like, well, what's that? I'm gonna call the power without the sword.
And then he says,
which can't happen.
And then he's like, by the power of Grayskull, I have the power. And then he goes berserk. He turns into
Conan Guts. The room is just dead silent and there's crickets. And then Skeletor impales the motherfucker. And he's like, that was a dumb idea.
Well, no, better yet, you try to call it down without the sword. After you've been chosen, you blow up.
Well, it's like, he becomes fucking Skeletor now.
Yeah, dude, it's like the bombs from Spider-Man.
Oh no! Oh no! Okay, Adam, no, why did you kill yourself? Why did you commit suicide?
But no,
I can't believe.
what
How could you
happens?
do this?
What
How
actually
could you
happens
commit
is Adam
suicide?
calls down the power and turns into Conan the Barbarian.
It
On
turns into
no,
He
Conan the
turned.
Hulkbarian, yes.
Yeah,
no. It's just if Conan and Broly had a baby. That's it.
yeah.
That's his emotion.
Or Hulk. Or Guts when he
And
goes
he's
No,
like,
with
berserk.
Hulk you could calm it down.
he's basically mindless.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, and
but
Skeletor's like,
Mind you, all
what?
these comparisons are like the things that we are comparing this shit to are way better in every way.
yeah, we know. Well, no, Duncan. Most of these shows don't have Duncan, so you're wrong.
I'll put a Duncan type in my comic. So now fuck you.
Little slight tangent. I'm reading this, and did you know that the sorceress didn't actually show up with the classic design that we know of?
Yeah, she had a weird.
Originally, she was a. Okay, please cut me off more.
Proceed.
She originally had green skin and had a snake motif, which is very weird. I will be right back. I have to go take care of something. Y'all hold down the fort.
Alright.
Don't hit the big points without me. I'll be back.
Man, how do we not hit the big points with what the current topic of conversation is?
Yeah, that's a bit hard. I guess. Skeletor's like, wow, He-Man, what the fuck? I didn't know you could do that.
He-Man, you're using cheat codes. That's not fair.
And then they fight, and they do more fighting, and it's like a Dragon Ball fight, except,
That better animated. Oh shit.
I mean, that's not really a fair thing, because the original Dragon Ball stuff was anime for television versus anime for a streaming service.
That is not the argument you should have made. The argument you should have made is one came out in like the 90s and one comes out in 2020.
Okay, the original
And one has a bigger budget. The
okay.
streaming service thing. Why would the streaming service thing affect the quality of the animation?
All right. How about this? They had, one had about like between a month and a week. Was made in the 80s, and was based on, and it was actually somewhat well written some of the time. This is bullshitting itself. It was made for a streaming service and had a higher budget and was made in 2020.
Oh, wow.
Hi, we were making a comparison between this show and Dragon Ball. Hero said something along the lines of this being better animated.
Hold on. What's the exact words, Hero, that you spoke?
I said, "Oh man, you see, it was like a Dragon Ball fight," and I said, "Yeah, except better animated."
Depends on which one you're talking about, but yeah. If you're talking about Motion Super, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, it's Dragon Ball Super. No, I'm talking about original Dragon Ball.
Oh, the original Dragon Ball? No, you may be wrong. Well, okay.
Well, no, I'm 100%.
If you're talking about like because now they have like more better animation techniques and they can have different angles, I guess you could say, like the scene where Skeletor throws the ball and that cool like following shot where like the room turns with the ball. See, they probably couldn't do that back then because it was mostly all done by hand without digital anything.
Well, so what you're telling me is the animation is better, but they just didn't have the chance, is what you're telling me.
No, I'm saying that they didn't have the technology.
Exactly, they didn't have the chance.
Well, yes, they didn't have the chance to do it.
You're saying they didn't have
the
the tools
why was
to
the
do
comparison
that,
made?
but I'm sorry, Toxic. I'm gonna have to break your heart real quick. I'm gonna have to break your heart.
Okay, why the fuck are you interrupting?
You go first.
This is your show. We get that, but like, you don't have to pile on what we're saying.
It's like so
No,
it's
no,
saying
no.
it's like
You
better
get
animated
you
than a
get what
Dragon Ball
you're
fight.
saying out of the way first, and then I'll say my thing.
Well, obviously, that's what we're
Thank
gonna
you,
do.
thank you saying that right in the middle of me trying to say something.
Sorry.
So it's so I've lost my train of thought.
Okay, think about it. Dragon Ball, animation, fighting. Oh,
Okay, what about it?
I'm trying to get your train of thought back, you dumbass.
No, I know what the topic of conversation is. I haven't forgotten that. I just can't remember what I was gonna say.
I know, I was trying to help you. I'm
We're
doing my
just saying,
best.
just saying the obvious things that I already know.
I know, but I'm trying to. I'm just trying, okay? While he's trying to remember, Soul, what were you saying?
All right. You see this shit that I just posted in the Delta Zone?
Yes, that came out way after the original Dragon Ball.
That came out like 1997 by my best guess. But still,
96 to 97,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. But like, you still roll
No,
back
this
to
show is fantastically animated.
yeah, yeah. But
Like,
still,
there's a lot of talent here.
roll back to like the 80s. You the first instances of the Itano Circus or Itano, whatever the fuck his name is. That was still achieved with the help of CGI. So,
Wait, hold on. The what circus? I'm very lost.
Missile Circus.
Oh, wait, you mean just like a lot of things on screen being fired all at once?
Yeah, that required the help of CGI at the time.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Why are we making any of these analogies and examples anyway? I'm very confused.
You're saying that they didn't have the technology to do these cool shots at the time.
Okay, the original Dragon Ball came out in the 60s, didn't it? Or
No, it came
70s?
out in 1989. You idiot!
The original Dragon Ball.
Yes. Oh, no wait, Z came out in '89. Original Dragon Ball
Yeah,
came
I
out.
was
Okay,
about to
so
say.
both of you stop. So why are you getting so mad?
Macross came out in the early '80s.
Okay, again, why are you bringing up Macross in the first place? What I left, and now we're bringing up random things. What are we talking about now?
Forget it. Fuck it. Just forget it. We're wasting time. Let's move on.
No, I just need to understand.
All right.
Original Dragon Ball came out in '86.
Yes. Okay. But we didn't get the world-ending shit till Z or Z, whatever the fuck. And what I'm trying to get at was
Again, your definition of the world.
they definitely have the technology to do cool shots like the tracking shot with a big ball. All right, that's what I'm trying
Yeah,
to get at.
they just didn't have the budget.
Yeah.
They didn't have the ability to in reasonable time.
Yeah.
Also, is this from a movie or is this from a show?
It's the intro of a show, so
Yeah, it's an intro, so they had a lot more time to animate it.
you know, it's the Thundercats rule of thumb thing.
Anyway, let's get back on track.
Yes, absolutely.
Where were we before I left?
We were
we're
talking
just
about
the,
how
the fight.
yeah, they fight.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I will say this show has like really good animation. I do follow some of the animators on Instagram and everything, or at least when they did season 1. Very good art. Fantastic art.
This is done by Powerhouse Animation, I believe. Same studio behind
Yeah,
Castlevania.
Castlevania.
Yeah.
Hmm. It's amazing how like something like Castlevania and something like this came from the same studio, or probably not the same writers. So never
Definitely
mind.
not the same
Actually,
writers.
Unless Kevin Smith worked on Castlevania, we don't know.
oh god, don't even bring that into my head that Kevin Smith will even touch Castlevania in any shape or form. Castlevania is full of issues, but it's at least enjoyable, and you can actually sit and watch it without sitting there going, "Why everything?" This would just make you sad and want to cry.
Hmm.
How this ends.
Yeah. Let's get back on track now.
Hmm.
So, Berserker Man and
Yeah,
Skeletor fight for a few minutes. It looked kind of
yeah.
cool.
He-Man after images. He's not a Dragon Ball character. He after images at that size.
He's more like a
It,
fucking. This is what I'd expect from a Warhammer fight.
yeah, honestly, a Psyker versus a Marine.
Yeah,
But
Skeletor is the
oh my
Psyker.
god, well, yes, that kind of went without saying a little bit there.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, the fight goes. It's pretty interesting. A lot of good frames, but ultimately they get overpowered. Uh, Skeletor can keep making things that He-Man has to fight, and just keep making them. So they get overwhelmed, and Tila uses her magic.
To teleport them out.
Uses her magic. She didn't even think she had any.
Well, no, that's not true. She healed.
Oh yeah. That's right. Well, see, no, the ghost taught her everything, dude.
She
Everything.
downloaded the Force. You're right.
Yeah, downloaded the Force. Firmware update went from baby mode to God tier. You know,
Tula
that's
2.0.
that's why her soul is still in the pool. Her soul is still in the pool specifically just to make firmware updates or firmware updates.
You guys hold the fort. I need to take a piss. You can keep going
Okay.
about the points. I'll be back.
Okay. Okay, man.
Catch me up.
But oh my God, she just uses magic without knowing, without knowledge or anything. Like, I guess like the healing thing is fine. You can say that like the mother just appears and be like, "Oh, you can do this" or something like that. I guess. I feel like it'd be better if she kind of did it through tears. It's like not just, "Oh my God, I'm amazing." You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where like she something like live, live, and then like her hands glow for a second. She's like, "Wait, I can do magic," and she just attempts it, and somehow it works or
But
something. I don't
that's
know.
sort of
I
what
feel like the
happens in the
scene was.
show.
I feel like the scene could have been better. What about you? How would you change that scene?
If I only had the restrictions of the scene and not the whole show. I'd probably do the mother basically possesses Tila as before she dies.
Kind of like Might actually no, I don't have a parallel to that. Hmm. I don't know. Um, but oh God, again, I would do what I was saying earlier. Just make the mother not seem like she's just giving the powers. Instead, just like, oh yeah, you have magic. Here's a way to unlock it. I guess like some kind of last like what's the word? Like what's the word I'm thinking of here? um, a key to like unlock a door, I guess you could say. She'd be like, "Oh yeah, you have magic. You haven't been able to use it. It's gonna need training, but yeah, here you go." Just unlocks the door. It's like, "Oh, there you go." I feel like that would have been a lot better. Again, this is a random crap off the top of my head. So after they get teleported by Tila, who's never done it before. Oh god, I didn't even actually think of how messed up this was. Just teleports them to a random location. She didn't choose one. She just goes, okay, we need out of here. So she could have easily just teleported them into the atmosphere. Or anything.
What are we up to?
We're still talking about Tila transporting things. We were talking about how we would rewrite the scene.
Oh yeah.
But no, she just chooses to use the magic, and apparently it works. They go to these mountains that's supposed to be like a magical place, specifically magical.
The magic and Hero just fell off the face of the show.
Oh wait, is that why? Hold on. Oh, that's why I didn't hear anybody talking. Oh. Oh, well, is he coming back?
Hold on, let me grab him.
I will say though, looking more and more into all this just makes me want to read the He-Man comics and everything. Yeah, it just makes me want to get into the universe.
The good parts.
Yeah. Yeah. This thing seems crazy. Oh yeah, there was a He-Man anime.
What?
In 1990, there was a He-Man anime. New Adventures of He-Man.
That's not an anime.
Series. It looks like an anime.
It looks like it,
or at
and
least
it's got
their
the
art
animation.
style looks like it.
It's really well animated, at least the intro, but it's not an anime.
I guess this is based off anime?
No, it was just a new show at the time.
Well, no, all the pictures I am seeing in this book make it look like it's from Japan.
Well, then it was probably animated by the Japanese.
Most things are, but...
Yeah, I'm going to say that that's the exact same for, the original Thundercats series, if you didn't know.
My god, this is hilarious. There's a character called Squeeze, with 3 S's at the beginning of his name. He's a snake? Or he looks like a snake. What is it? Yeah, snake. He's a snake, but his neck isn't long, his arms are.
What? Why?
Yeah, he can just hold 3 people at once. Yeah, this dude's arms are just massive.
Jesus. I have a question. Are you gonna be watching? Are you going to watch Lightyear? Because I don't want to.
I don't think I care. Like right now, the marketing is primarily on the cat that's in the show because cute. You know, buy thing cause it's cute, and yeah, people buy things cause it's cute. My girlfriend does it all the time. Stan Lee got his own He-Man figure in 2008.
Nice.
Called Cosmic Creator of Power Standor.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's actually sick. Okay, is he coming back or what?
I don't know.
Oh, hold on. Someone say I had to leave because of an emergency. I can't be in the rest of this episode. I am disturbing people. Okay. So yeah, he's gone.
Fuck.
The guy that has our notes is gone. Okay.
Well, Shit. What do we do
Yeah,
now?
I have no idea what we're gonna do now. I I remember watching the show, but I didn't take notes on it. I didn't get the chance.
We're gonna have to just go off what we remembered so far.
How long is this episode?
It's been 2 hours.
God, we didn't even get into the. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's just cover the first episode and then call it, I guess, because at this point, we're technically flying blind.
Hmm.
So Tila decides to teleport them, and teleports them to the mountains, which is a magic area. He-Man is still hulked out, and he kills a giant mythical animal that lives there. After that, almost attacks the group, almost breaks Tila's arm, until they hear a horn, and
Then they decide to go to. No wait, He-Man ends up going
no,
to a Eternian
no,
camp.
he, yeah, which is where the horn came from. He followed where the horn came from,
Yeah.
and just fought everybody, bodying them. There's one dude specifically that he hits. Okay, you could say that, oh, he smacked them away, and they could survive that. There's one dude that's just straight up dead. The guy that he hit into the ground, he's dead. There's no way he's alive.
Everybody is dead. Adam, you've
Yeah,
committed crimes
most,
against
if
humanity.
not all of the people that he hit are dead.
Adam, you committed crimes against humanity. What do you say in your defense?
That's not crimes against humanity, and plus it wasn't even his will. It was the power's will, because the power chose to give it to him with undampened and untampered with.
Hmm.
So yeah, after that,
His dad comes on screen and is like, "Son, let me hug you."
yeah, he's sad. He hugs him and says, "I'm proud of you," because I never said I was proud of you. And then, get this, he relinquishes the power, but when he does, it hits a shockwave on the ground that just actually puts a little small hole, crater in the ground, pushing everyone back. And that's where the episode ends. That's episode 1. He fights a bunch of people, almost kills them, and then is just like, yay.
Also, not much else not as in like there's barely any action throughout the rest of the show. Most of it's just people talking.
What? That is a lie. Most of it is action. In fact, there's a fight scene in every episode. What are you talking about?
Sorry, I must be misremembering things.
No. So yeah, you don't remember when Tila and the rest of them had to fight their way into Grayskull?
Oh, I definitely remember that part.
Or the fight at the end? Or the big fight at the very end?
No, I was thinking episode 2 and 3 didn't have as much action. That's all.
Oh, yeah, episode 2 I don't think actually had a fight.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at,
if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. I really need to start taking notes more. Also, good news. And, Hero actually did give me his notes, or a few of them.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Skeletor, okay, I think this is in episode 2. It cuts to Skeletor. Episode 2. Oh yeah, he can send the power back without words, by the way. He can send it back without saying anything.
No, I'm pretty sure I remember him saying, "Let the power return."
No, when he was hulked out, he didn't say anything.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yes. Episode 2 is what you were talking about. Oh no. Apparently we got it mixed up already. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the He-Man depowering was the beginning of episode 2.
Wait, hold on. No, episode 2. Episode 2 was when he depowered. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, that's what I
End
said.
of episode 1 is he becomes Hulkman.
Hmm.
Oh, end of episode 1 is when he becomes. Okay, yeah. So we just went through episode 1 and 2, I think. Also, Skeletor yells at Evil Lyn because of Adam and gives him. Oh, yeah, he yells at Evil Lyn, thinking that the reason why he can still call the power is because of her, even though nobody that is in Castle Grayskull now actually knows how anything operates or works.
Hmm. They literally just got
Yeah,
there. They
it would
don't
have
know
been a
what's
good
going.
idea to keep. It would have been a good idea to keep the Entrancers alive, huh?
Hmm.
And don't say that Duncan knows, because he doesn't know. Oh yeah, yeah. One of the lines Skeletor says is, "I can't kill him until I know." So he gives him plot armor and says that he can't be killed yet. So he needs to know how to call the power down without the sword, even though he still hasn't been chosen as champion and can still apparently use the power. He
Hmm.
already has it all, dude. He becomes a sky and turns an entire population into demons.
Yeah.
An entire population, and he just chooses when the demons die or not.
And what's funny
Because
is that
when they cut some in half, they just reform.
And what's funny is that he isn't even he isn't even the worst person in this show.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I
But yeah,
know.
no, even after all that, becoming an ultras terrorist, he still isn't the worst person in the show. Um,
Oh
Jesus
look, Evil
Christ, my
Lyn.
brain's
I
melting.
don't think that's related at all. Uh-huh.
Yeah, her name is actually Evil Lyn. They could have said, oh, it was a nickname given to you by the heroes or something. But no. No, that's
Look,
just
it's a
straight up
character
her name.
that already exists from the source material. We'll give that a slide. Or whatever the fuck.
It could no, I'm not, because it could have just been a nickname or something. Like, all the other ones have names. Hers is just Evil Lyn. That's a title. It's not like Thor, where he's called Thor. That's his name.
Hmm.
Oh, okay, apparently Skeletor gave her that name. But still, you could have said Lyn. Well, a few of them do, but
They do.
a lot of
A
them
few of
still
them do call her
address her
Lyn every so
as
often.
Lyn. Yeah, every so often, but they still call her Evil Lyn, just flat out.
Hmm.
Established in season 1. Yeah, I know. So, uh, God, where did I even leave off?
Somewhere.
Jesus Christ. I think we just got to the king. No, we were talking about Skeletor.
Yeah, we
Oh,
were Skeletor is...
Skeletor just gives. In the first episode, we didn't bring this up, I don't think. Skeletor just gives Evil Lyn the power. Just gives her the ability to be the sorceress.
And
so
then,
keep in mind.
And then, like, in a couple scenes later,
hold on.
Duncan...
Okay. I'm sorry, I just wasn't done. What were you going to bring up about Duncan?
I was going to say that Duncan then establishes that the sorceress has control over the power and who can wield it.
Okay, that's way later, though. That's a few episodes later.
I thought it was, like, episode 3.
It might have been, but what I'm pointing out is that, one, Skeletor wasn't chosen, so he should not have the power at full power or anything like that. So assuming... Okay, it's like, why is there a champion even chosen to begin with? If you could just hand somebody the sword and say, do it, and they go, oh, I have the power. But, on top of him having the power, which he shouldn't, he also gives Evil Lyn the ability to become the sorceress.
Which makes no fucking sense at all.
No, it doesn't. If anything, Skeletor should have some power. That's it. He just physically transforms and barely gets any boost. Instead, he can rip the souls from transitioning into heaven or hell, rip them out of existence and kill them, like it was Dragon Ball when the gods do a Hakai, where you don't go anywhere, you just die. That's it. That's it. You're done. You don't go to heaven. You don't go to hell. You don't go anywhere. You just cease to exist. He becomes the sky and everything, and drops that He-Man could do all this. Apparently, He-Man could just do all of it. Hero asked me why can't Skeletor use the power without the sword. I am going to assume it's because he wasn't chosen. I mean, He-Man could never do that anyway. There's multiple times in the original series, from what I am told by multiple people, where the sword just doesn't work. Or I mean, not the sword. The power doesn't work without the sword. So, how is he doing it? There's multiple times where it's like, oh, I need to use the sword, and the sword's knocked out of his hand or something, and he just can't transform. uh, but yeah, no, Skeletor does all of this. He can basically almost warp reality. Again, becomes the sky. But that actually took it as being an illusion. Either way, again, entire population turned into demons through fog, and yet he can't call down the power himself. No, that's literally the limiter. That's the limiter. He can do everything else except call power without the sword. That's hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
Just in terms of design, I would have actually liked to see a design of Skeletor where he's hulked out with the power. Just for design purposes, I'd like to see that. Not even in the show. Just give me a drawing. Just give me a design detail. That's it. That's all I need.
I could do it, honestly.
Well, it's gonna be gruesome and demon-like, but okay. What is next after all of that? What is next? Oh, by the way, keep in mind, none of them should have this ability. None of them should have the powers that they do to the degree that they have them. It's insane.
Yeah, it's a complete mess.
That's funny. Thank you, Shearer. He sent me something. It's just what it looks like a Hulk figure that they use and customed into being a Skeletor. If you could pop this up on the screen. But okay, yeah.
I got you, fam.
Let's see. Where are we? In the power bank. Okay. I forgot where we left off. Oh, okay. Since we talked about the camp, let's go there. King Randor says that, oh, it's my son. Hello, you're back. This that, and the other, and forgives him and everything, even though he shouldn't have been forgiven because he didn't do anything wrong. He just died. And then the mother shows up. She sees him, cries, and then he explains everything to her. Oh, after. Oh, actually, no. Hold on. I skipped something. So who was the other chick? What was her name? What was the other chick's name? What was her name?
Which other chick? Oh, right, that one.
Okay,
the girl that Teela was with. She gets she gets into the army and into a lieutenant instantly.
Andra.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Andra. She gets promoted to a lieutenant of the Royal Guard without any credentials, without any actual prowess or seeing what she can do. That's not how job titles work. You don't just get it given to you because you are there. That's not how it works, especially with something like that high of a status. There's a reason why gladiators and knights and everything had competitions to get higher status, was so they could show that they could actually do something.
Like Andra didn't do anything. She was just there.
She just appeared. Yeah, it's not like he saw her fight or
And like
anything.
lieutenant
Now later,
isn't exactly a low rank. It's like a commanding role.
no, no, not even that, dude. Of the royal guard, not even the normal army. Of the guard, usually left for the elite of your army. You
Yeah.
know, the second line. Like, oh, you got through the first one? Good. Try me. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Like.
And
Jesus.
now, it would have made sense if this is kind of going a little bit further, but in the final battle, she actually does do some cool things. She fights a lot. It looks nice. Now, then that's when it should have been considered, right?
Hmm.
You know, when she impresses both the king and Duncan, and they're just like, I think we have a successor to my name, Man at Arms. That's when it should have been considered, not just when she appears with them, and the King Randor just goes, okay, you're the head of the royal guard now.
A lieutenant in the royal guard. It should have been like.
Okay, yeah, lieutenant. Sorry.
Yeah, which is still very egregious considering that is a commanding role of a sort. Let me check if it's higher than sergeant. Give me a sec.
Jesus. It's what's irritating is that all of this just feels like it's happening. A lot of it doesn't have weight. Like specifically, while the king is talking to Adam.
Okay, yeah. I was right.
Everybody in the background is frozen.
Yeah, I was right.
Everybody in the background is frozen.
A lieutenant is higher than a sergeant.
Okay. Yeah, so lieutenant is higher than the sergeant. And I can't stress this enough. Again, not in the normal army. In the Royal Guard.
Like, it would have been great if he just said, okay, I'm gonna make you a private or even like
okay.
Or even a recruit of a new office army or something.
Yes, just put her in the army, and then when she's on the battlefield, you just be like, oh, you a BA. Oh, okay. Well, we'll consider you, like, promoting the crap out of you. Let's go. But they don't even do that. They don't do that at all. King Randor walks up and goes, you want to be a lieutenant? What? Yeah. He's like, I can do that. See, all the people that fought Adam during that, just the fact that they are alive, they should have been promoted. Just the fact that they survived fighting that. That's like fighting the Hulk with magic.
They didn't have magic,
Magical
though.
Hulk.
They didn't even have magic.
No,
Oh, yeah, I got you.
I'm talking about him.
I got you, man, sorry.
Well, you're fine. But still, it is the most irritating thing. And by the way, all the characters in the background, all the people in armor, all the soldiers, they're just static. They stand still. They don't move. They have no movement. The flag, we point this out in our own episode. You'll see it soon. Or whenever it gets done. Whenever. It'll be out when it's out, folks. Oh my god. The flag, of all things, has more animation than the people. An object. They don't even shimmy around, dude. They don't even do, like, the background character stuff. They're just there. They're frozen. Apparently, when they all stood up, apparently their spinal cords fused together. It's like, oh, that's the magic of of his magic. If he fights somebody that doesn't have the power, his spinal cords get frozen. It is the most irritating. Again, like, none of them get promoted. We don't see it. He didn't even say, thank you, man. for trying to calm him down, or thank you for stopping him at least long enough for me to talk to him. No, he just doesn't care. They don't even talk to those soldiers that protected the king.
Thank you for your service, my men. You will all get promotions.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, men, for protecting me and for stopping my son. That way I could chant him back. No, instead it's just. Also, check our chat, like on the episode.
Nothing has been said.
Okay, but oh, how many viewers are we up
I
to?
think at least 3 concurrent.
Nice. We're doing better.
2 watching, sorry. 2 concurrent viewers.
Nice.
Still good.
But yeah, no, just the fact that all this is happening, it's irritating. Also, what do you have up for the visual?
The hulked out Skeletor.
Okay, I was wondering what you had up for the background, but
I'm gonna change it back to the He-Man poster art thing.
yeah, but again, it's just my God. So the mother shows up, and she's got tears in her eyes. Her child is alive again, and when she hugs him, and he says the long story, she just goes, "Nonsense! You tell your mother exactly what happened." I was like, "Oh, that's kind of heartwarming." Mom just wants to know what happened. Um, yeah, he just drops that he came back from heaven, and that apparently he could have come back the entire time. So yeah, that happens. But the mother shoots King Randor a look, and later they mention that losing a child changes a relationship. Well, which I can attest to. It does definitely change it. Losing a child, but actually, I'm pretty sure that is just the best character development in this entire thing. Is this King Randor and the Queen?
Hmm. It is the most.
Yeah.
It is the most consistent and well written.
Yeah, because it's just them. It's just her opening up, being like, "Well, when you died, things fell apart for us, and now you're back." It's like, "Yay." I can't get over the stupid walrus head every time I talk. The face lights up. But God. So now we have people's abilities that shouldn't work. He-Man having abilities which he shouldn't, and apparently Skeletor and Lynn having the power, even though they should not even have anything close to it. Oh, we cut to Skeletor getting high in the
high off
in
of
the
space.
the power pillar. Yeah, his eyes are just filled with the cosmos. Oh, actually, no. Before that, I think we have a dialogue with Duncan. We see Duncan, and oh god, I'm just way out of whack. Like, I don't know what happens next. Hold on. Fill the dead air real quick.
Man. I wish we had good things again. Like, more good things. Everything these days is just bad. There's only a handful of good things these days.
So.
Then again, you know what? I'm gonna say this now. I will take the role of making something good. I'm gonna take it in my own hands. I'm tired of I'm tired of waiting for it to happen. So I'm doing it myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'd like to go on more, but I would like the glue of this show to be here
yeah.
because my brain is dead. Just trying to
Uh,
even
did we get to the bit where
those because we just watched the
Duncan?
rest of Jess.
Did we get to the bit where Duncan establishes that the power can be completely controlled by the sorceress?
Actually, no. Before that, Beastman talks to her, in her chamber, uh, while Skeletor is searching through the cosmos, trying to figure out why He-Man can use the power without the sword. And keep in mind, apparently he can see through time, so he should have already figured it out. Because if He-Man can do it, other characters have done it too. Um, but like, um, Beastman talks to her, saying that he's going to use you to send the other. And he goes, "Where is he leading us?" And she goes, "Oh, bite your tongue, leave before I have him kill you." And he leaves, and she looks at a mirror, just a mirror in her room, and she says, "Show me all the times the power was relinquished, freely and and unwillingly."
Hmm.
And that's it. That's never brought up again. The like, just that one scene is never brought up again, ever.
Hmm.
I mean, Skeletor, like what we know, that one scene, it tastes like copper. Uh, just off that, we know that he can see time. He can see it. He's probably living it constantly, which it does actually kind of remind me of, as badly written as it is. It kind of reminds me of that scene in All Star Superman, which I actually hate All Star Superman,
The
um,
movie.
where the movie, where Lex actually does get Superman's powers, and he just stands there, and he just loses it.
Is like, this is
Not
how
mentally, he's just
you
yeah.
see
This is how
things
he
all the
sees it.
time.
Yeah, he can see the molecules and everything. Uh, Basically, he can see everything. The cells in the body, uh, atoms, everything. And yet, and that just breaks him. And one of the lines that he says when he loses the power, because he only had it for a short amount of time, he says something along the lines of, "No, give it back. I can help people." Superman looks at him and said, "This entire time you could have been helping people." So basically, this entire time Lex could have been helping people
He could have
instead of
solved world. He could have
Superman.
solved world hunger on his own.
To be fair, I don't think you really can solve world hunger because there's always going to be some country that's hungry. Because again, greed. People think they can, if they control the food and they control power. But yeah, let's go with the world hunger thing.
He could have at least
Hmm.
alleviated it.
Oh yeah. Um, but yes, that's a good example. But they didn't do
Then
that.
again, he
They
has
just
cure. He literally made a cure for cancer. He literally, like, giveth, flex taketh. Remember?
yeah. Where to clarify, viewers, there's a comic where Lex uh cures his sister's cancer almost instantaneously. Like she can get up out of a wheelchair and stand. Okay, and
Hmm.
then he hits her with another syringe that just gives it back. Not only did he find the cure for cancer, he found the ability to give cancer without radiation.
Somehow.
Well, anyway, we're off track.
Yeah.
So again, God, I'm sorry, I'm not getting off this point. Skeletor says that He-Man has had these abilities, except he just hasn't been. I'm assuming He-Man just hasn't been He-Man long enough to actually look and see what he could do. But then again, he doesn't look surprised. The prince, anyway, doesn't look surprised when Skeletor mentions that he had all these powers before, where he could just choose, like, if a soul goes to heaven or hell. That's just being one of them. Or being able to become the sky or anything else. But it's just irritating. Because you're told that he has all these abilities, even at the very end of the series, when he becomes He-Man. Even then, the only thing that you see him do after this revelation, title drop, of his powers, is that he gives the power to Skeletor just so that he could help him. Which, spoiler, boo-hoo. Yeah, Skeletor helps him in the very end because something else big happens. We'll get to it. But yeah, and then I think I don't know, Hero, is this when the Duncan thing happens, or is it after
Hero's not here.
the universe? No, he's listening. I'm talking to him.
Oh.
Or is it when the yeah, how do you think I've been getting the notes? If I didn't get any of the notes, I wouldn't have gotten this far. We watched this, but my memory is just so utter garbage that I just don't remember most of it. You'd have to point something out, and then I could remember it. That's it. Oh, by the way, Skeletor actually does ask Duncan for information on how to use the sword and everything. He drops stuff like, just because you have the power doesn't make you a hero. And he drops wisdom. He drops wisdom hard. Whoever wrote Duncan's lines was pretty good. But all the other characters
deserve
just
some. Whoever they are, they deserve some chops. But then again, there is a chance that no, wait. Kevin Smith is the writer for the whole show.
Yes, I know, Hero. All the order is messed up. Yes, I get it. Actually, you know what? I think we're gonna end it here for now, and then pick it up tomorrow.
Not gonna be.
Just because the entire order is messed up.
I can't pick. We can't pick it up tomorrow because I have some stuff. Remember?
Well, what about day after tomorrow?
I have work day after tomorrow, but we could start. Oh wait, it's a public holiday. Day after tomorrow. Never mind.
Okay, so that means we can actually start earlier, and probably go even longer.
Yeah, you're right. The joys of being Australian.
No, because we have to stay up all night just to have a show with you.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, you're not. Shut up. This is your plan.
I guess we're calling it here then. Anyways,
yeah, for now, we actually didn't plan on any of this. Hero had to go deal with some stuff. So, we originally were going to try to cover every episode. That's what we were going to do.
Yeah.
We went on too many tangents.
Yeah, I know.
But that's our charm. That's our charm.
We are very dense with information.
Yes.
Anyways, thank you all for joining us. I hope you have a lovely day.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Catch us next time, and we will cover the rest of the episode. Goodbye, and good night.